Hey everybody, welcome to another unscripted, blooper-friendly video from Dr. Dave. So, I wanted to talk to you about Google Authenticator. I have an old phone, or had it for years, my old Samsung. Finally, I needed to get a new one, and I had Google Authenticator on there. If you're into any crypto projects, a lot of financial projects require a Google Authenticator code. If you're not familiar with it, then you're lucky. Or maybe you need to get into some of those projects and make some passive income. But here's the thing. I was worried about transferring Google Authenticator to my new phone because you have to do it in a very specific way, and I've heard horror stories of people doing that or people forgetting to do it. They get a new phone, they transfer everything else over, and then they never are able to get their Google Authenticator working right again. It's a good way to lose some money and lose access to your financial products. So here's the thing. I have a Samsung phone. If you're an Apple person, I'm sorry. But I have a Samsung Android phone, and at the Verizon place, that's who our business account was with, I took written instructions that I downloaded from online, how to transfer Google Authenticator to a new phone, because I didn't want to take a chance on one of the phones not working. I didn't want to take a chance on having to look that up while I'm at the place. I looked it up at home, printed it out, took it with me on old school paper and all that mess, and just in case. And like 15 times while they're setting up a new phone and transferring accounts and all that kind of stuff, I kept telling them over and over and over, hey, before we wipe that old phone, but I'm sure she got tired of me saying, before we wipe that old phone, I need to transfer my Google Authenticator over to the new one. And so we did the transfer thing. You know, they've got actually they have a little machine that they put both phones on at the Verizon place, and it helped with the synchronization. Hope I'm using the right term for what they did. But Samsung also had a thing called Smart Switch that enabled me to transfer everything over. And with Google Authenticator being obviously a Google product, once they did the switch and I signed into my Google account, I realized, okay, Google Authenticator transferred over with no issues, with no problems. I've since used it to sign into some of my crypto projects that I'm into, and it worked fine. So here's my advice I'm telling you. Print out the instructions before you go. The instructions, I will actually put them below so you don't have to look it up. You can just print it out off the website right here. But print out those instructions, take it with you. They involve signing on your old phone on the Google Authenticator, and they'll pop up a QR code. You can then use the new phone, use that QR code, and it transfers over. Well, the great thing is, although that's what's in the instructions, I didn't even have to do that. But it's a great backup. You do not want to mess with having to somehow find and reinstate Google Authenticator. You just don't want to mess with that. So you want to have it done seamless and perfect the way it happened for me. And so, you know, your easy play is if everything transfers over perfect, you're lucky, you came out good. Just be happy, rejoice for that. Your second play, though, is to print out these instructions that you're going to see below and take those with you. And then remind the person over and over and over, do not wipe this phone until. And that's how you'll stay safe. And so if you have any issues with that, if anything bad does happen, get in touch with us in the Facebook group. Let us know. We'll see if we can help you out. You also have the office hours. You're welcome to log on to the office hours and just bring that up as one of the questions while we discuss other things. So I hope you don't encounter any trouble, though, because it's not easy to fix. So enjoy.